very excited. We found Andre Hoek here at his stand of Hoek Brokerage at the Palma International Boat Show. Andre, how's the show going for you so far?
Well, it's early days, but I think it's going well.
Yeah.
And it's nice to be here with our boats. We're representing a boat in our brokerage.
Mm-hmm.
That's a company that I started, I think, something 25 years ago. But originally, as you know, I'm a naval architect and a yacht designer, and I started the yacht design office 38 years ago. But I've been designing yachts ever since about 40 years or so, or even longer.
Yeah. Yeah, and you do it extremely well. You've built an incredible name for yourself, as we can see here as well on the brokerage listings. You have yachts from the Bartelli that you have here on the show is one of the smaller ones, but not the smallest one. And then on the other end of the scale, there is what is the biggest one? You have the Clipper, Stad Amsterdam, and Atlantic.
Elena.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a wide variety. Actually, the brokerage is a company that we started on request of clients in the design office. We had clients that wanted to upgrade to a bigger boat, and we are specialized, as you know, in classic yacht designs, both in motor yachts, sailing yachts and motor yachts nowadays. But when clients want to upgrade or build another boat, they also want to get rid of their existing yacht.
Yeah.
And they basically asked us a long time ago, you guys are in this niche market, and why don't you help us to sell it? And that's how it started, actually.
Yeah, and then I imagine that that your clients are people that are really fans, basically, of your design. All these Hoek designs are built by several yacht builders. Usually, of course, the yacht builder, a yacht is referred to it by its yacht builder. You have managed to put your stamp on it, and the yachts are referred to as Hoek designs. Is there a secret to that success?
Well, I've always strongly believed that the brand name is very important, both for the owner, for the value of the yacht, and also for us as designers. Well, I studied naval architecture, and I worked for 7 years in another business, and then I started the Hoek Design office. At the same time, I also did an MBA, and I with a strong marketing background, so I think that has helped. It's a bit of a, I believe that we don't only add value with the design, but also with the name when you do it right.
Yeah.
So we were one of the first design offices to start advertising. Nobody advertised in the early days, and I think that is one. Another one is we have been building boats all over the globe, in New Zealand, in Germany, in England, in Holland, obviously, and we're very involved also in Turkey at the moment. So I've always enjoyed to work with different yards and not just one. Now we have several yards that have been building our boat in production, like Eagle, like Essence, like Wally, Nano, and Performance Classic yachts. And they are building some of our boats in the production line, in several designs.
Yeah.
That has been very successful as well. So the amount of boats that through the 40 years that I've been doing this have been created, it's a bit like a snowball effect. So there's more and more boats coming out from different yards, and they are fortunately related to our name. And I'm quite pleased with that, because it is, as you know, a niche market, and in order to stand out, you have to do a number of things. Most important is, of course, the design, the performance of the boat, and success of the boat in races that we've had, and but also the yards. It's not only us, obviously.
If you go down the route that you've taken to build this as an entire business, not just as a subcontract, but almost as a product, there are a lot of different plates you're spinning running this business. So how much time do you personally still have sitting at the drawing board? What does the design studio of Hoek look like?
I have a very good partner in the business for a number of years. It's a guy that is Ruud Meulemans, who has been working with me for 25 years. He is now also half shareholder in the design office. and therefore, he's managing the day-to-day kind of work between the people, but I'm still very involved in the early design stages. I'm still very involved also in the early stages with clients, and that's where basically the design is born. You listen to what client wants,
Yeah.
and then you need to translate that into a drawing or into a design that suits his wishes. So because of that, and because I'm still very involved in the early days, I'm also still very involved in the early design stages.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, like I said, I've been doing this for close to 40 years. So I have a lot of experience because I've been doing it for such a long time.
Yeah.
And that also helps.
And do you have any plans of retiring in the next decade? And if so, what will that mean for?
A decade is very long, but I have no plans to do that.
I'm trying to be very polite here.
I have no plans to retire because I still enjoy it. As long as I enjoy it, I will continue.
Yeah.
And, like any job, there's always things that are not nice, but I'm still really having a good time. So I'm not going to retire yet.
Passion is everything, right?
Absolutely. And when you know that a guy like Olin Stevens, he kept working until he was 100 years old. So not that that's what I'm going to do, but I'm still fit and healthy. So I would not even dream of not having the job.
Thank you so much for your time. It's an honor to speak with you.